Boozed and Confused is a comedy and weird topic podcast. Adult language may be used, probably by me. While our episode topics may be educational in nature, we are not responsible if your children start dropping the F-bomb to their kindergarten class. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, everybody.
Hey everyone, long time no see.
Yeah, so we did a surprise bonus episode last week.
It was a surprise for me as well.
Yeah. But so far it is 8:40 p.m. Central Time on January 17th, and nothing crazy has happened yet to really report in terms of DC or any of the state capitals.
No, we're done talking about this stuff.
So we're doing
done.
a normal episode this week.
We're done.
I'm Carol Ann.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We're Matt. Shoot, not we. I am Matt.
We're all Squidward. And welcome back to another episode of Boozed and Confused.
Hi.
All right, before we get into today's topic, which I'm very excited about, a couple of notes. You know the drill if you've listened before. We are on all of your favorite social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Come hang out with us there if you want. If social media isn't really your thing, but you still want to get in contact with us, maybe send us a weird story or encounter, you can send us an email at boozedandconfusedpodcast@gmail.com. And if you like the pod and you want to support us, we don't really have like a Patreon or buy me a coffee or anything. So really the best thing you could do to support us is give us a review on your platform of choice, especially Apple Podcast. It really does make a difference. And as always, the same rule applies for the other podcasts that you listen to. I'm sure they would love a nice review. And if you're not planning on leaving a nice review, you can take your thoughts and, I don't know, go start a Tumblr or something.
Yeah, only flared users can use our rating system. Snowflakes.
And, all right. And our last housekeeping item, what are you drinking?
I was honestly really struggling with choosing to have one or not today, but I figured to heck with it. To hell even.
Ooh, wow. This is a family show.
Spicy. Look who's talking. No, you bought me a 15-year Dalmore Scotch.
I did.
And this has been on the shelf for a while now.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Was that our anniversary?
I think it was anniversary.
Yeah.
So back in July.
July?
Or October. It was October.
The one where we
the
got
wedding
married.
anniversary.
Yeah.
There's like 7 anniversaries now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I actually haven't even touched it yet. So I'm gonna give it a little.
Ooh, I did see you sniffing it.
I've been very excited to have a sip.
Oh, I thought that last was a bad one.
I'm not. I don't have the words to describe Scotch. I'm more of a bourbon guy. I love this though. I don't have the words, so I don't have the vocabulary to describe Scotch properly.
I love Scotch. Scotchy Scotch.
It's lovely. It is lovely. It's a very 15 years. How old was I 15 years ago? I was 16.
Yeah.
When this thing was made. Or, yep, sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how that works. All right. For today's topic, I'm not in control for today. So what are we talking about?
You're never in control. I just merely let you think you are in control.
That is the funniest thing that you have ever said.
No, talking about, I guess, like aliens, like whoosh, whoosh, extraterrestrials.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd think after these first 2 weeks of the year that the scriptwriters forgot to end last season of 2020, but
This
here
is
we
just
are.
part B.
Yeah. I just gotta say it's over. Go home, and we are primed for a super interesting 2021. Low key, high key, still feels kind of like it's 2020, which also felt like 2019. I pretty much haven't felt a year change since like 2014.
Well, that's depressing.
Yeah, but we are most definitely primed for a crazy year, if for only one reason.
What's the reason?
So to not get too political, as
We never do that on this
no,
pod.
never. As of what December 21st of
Mhm.
last year, Congress passed a COVID relief bill, right?
They passed like I think their spending bill for the year, which included COVID relief.
Okay, again, this is like
Yeah, we don't get super political.
I'm not
here.
qualified for any of this. I'm pretty sure it was just a hey, we want to go see our families for the holidays, and if we're not allowed to leave, here you go. Here's some money.
Yeah.
Pretty much provides money to individuals, businesses, hospitals. We know the routine. It's not enough. Everyone's very upset. We get a drum roll. How much do we get?
$600.
Oh,
If you qualified for the stimulus.
well, I got nothing because it's in our joint account, and I treat that as your account. So there. I mean, so honestly, it feels kind of like a slap in the face for people who like really need it. But anything over 601, that's socialism.
Yeah, no, we don't do that here.
But hey, 25 billion
Yeah.
to the airlines, which is totally cool because I love flying. Those damn commies.
Yeah.
No, something I've learned about the bill writing. Ooh, I totally just coughed or like cleared my throat. Just keep it in there. This is a real one.
You know what? It's 2021. We're changing the tune of the podcast, and we're done editing out all the bullshit.
Oh, you swore.
Oh no.
Fight me, coward. That's my Alex Jones impression. I'm working on that one. I got a few more coming up. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Something I learned about bill writing, though, is that you can throw pretty much any addendum into these things. I really couldn't think of anything as an example, but I guess this is pretty wild as it can get. So the COVID relief bill has a juicy addendum, and since the bill is passed, U.S. intelligence agencies have 180 days to tell us what they know about UFOs.
I want to know who snuck that into the bill, because I can imagine Rand Paul like sitting in the bathroom stall at like 2:00 in the morning, being like, "Oh hell yeah." They're never gonna read this.
I think it was the My Pillow guy.
Oh my god. Oh, I hope not. Rand Paul, the My Pillow guy.
Yeah. So actually, it seems like things are already kind of getting released here and there.
A little weird.
Yeah, but government programs have been investigating UFO stuff since like the 1950s. So that's a lot of stuff. Assuming they found anything. Watch it be like, actually, yeah, nothing.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
Take that. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any tweets from the Navy or any quick like news drops or like YouTube videos. So I'm counting on someone way better than me at researching to drop some pretty cool stuff. Like you guys out there do the legwork. I just want to know what's up.
Are you saying other people should do the legwork and then give you like the cliff notes?
I want the cliff notes of what's going on in the universe.
I look forward to the updated Wikipedia articles.
I'm hoping for like a Star Wars world, but I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be more like War of the Worlds.
Yeah. I don't think we'd be so blessed to get a Star Wars universe.
Oh, it'd be so dope though. Oh, we already have lightsabers. Well, you have a lightsaber.
I do have a lightsaber.
I have a sledgehammer.
It's pretty close.
Same thing. So the thought of information being released to the public isn't that new. I mean, in the sense of like aliens and extraterrestrials and stuff. So gonna do a little bit of backtracking here, kind of most recent and then kind of backing up further. So, like April of 2020, the Pentagon declassified 3 videos taken by Navy pilots that show UFOs flying at super high speeds near their planes.
And you said April, right?
Yes.
I mean, that was like the height of COVID shit really getting going.
Oh my
And
gosh,
so
yeah.
I can imagine whoever released it is like nobody will notice because everybody's concerned about a global pandemic.
Back when people cared about it.
Yeah, well, that was back in the old days.
Yeah. Yeah, and going back even further, like 2017, not ever really like hiding this, but it's still like a super big event. It's actually not even really an alien event. However, when I like just first heard about this thing, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is it. Space agencies noticed a massive interstellar object enter our solar system, and they named it Oumuamua, which is Hawaiian for something like scout or messenger or something like that. But it was found, I want to say by NASA, on a Hawaiian island telescope. Yeah, I was like, oh boy, this is it. Like massive. Because the thing is, like the giant rock, which it turns out to only have been a rock, allegedly, it didn't really match the shape of comets or meteors or anything in space flying around. It was like super long and pretty skinny, like a giant flying cigar. And yeah, it popped in. It was going super fast, which is why they caught on to it, because it didn't really match the movement of things they've already seen in our solar system. And then it just flew away, and that was kind of the end of it.
Side note, can I just say NASA is like the dopest agency? Like, I don't know. I feel like I could go have a beer with everybody from NASA. They just look so cool. You ever watch like the live streams of when they like land something on like some cool shit and it's like a big event, and then they well, maybe not now because of COVID, but they live stream everyone in the office like geeking out,
like freaking out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This is just going to remind me of was it Apollo 11 when they went to the moon?
I don't know if I've ever seen it, so.
Seen it?
Apollo. Oh.
I mean, like the actual event. Not Tom Hanks. No, not at all. No. So they say that Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing, right? The other theory is that during a cutout, which literally everyone in the country was watching this happen, there was like a 2-minute cutout of the live feed, and people thought it was because like there were aliens or something that we couldn't see.
Yeah.
But that's all you reminded me of Tom Hanks. She says. What was that story that just came out about like some like Israeli defense ministry guy talking about, oh yeah, they're already here, they're hanging out with us.
Yeah, just super casually. I think it was like mid-December, maybe. He just super casually drops, oh yeah, by the way, there's already like a galactic federation of UFOs and like aliens. They just like don't want to say anything. Trump already knows. He like might say something, but he decided not to because of something about causing mass hysteria. So, I mean, look, there's 3 days left. Well, who's he gonna tell? Because he doesn't have Twitter.
Can't they still have like your phones all go off?
The emergency
alerts. WID.
Yeah.
No, but okay, we've kind of fallen off the path here a little bit. When I first heard of Oumuamua, you know that feeling you get when you're playing hide and seek and someone's really close to your hiding spot? Or maybe like that scene from Jurassic Park when the kids are hiding from the raptors.
Yes.
I kind of got that feeling when I heard about this thing. I was like, oh, they're so close.
So close, so far.
They're so close. They're totally going to vaporize me.
You specifically, or like everybody?
Me, but, probably the entire population.
Yeah.
And then let's go back to like 2004. A United States aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, which was off the coast of San Diego, caught strange objects on their radar. And so a couple jets scrambled, and they're trying to intercept them. And they were caught on infrared, and you can go on YouTube and just look it up yourself. But it makes these insane moves that no real aircraft, even like the really advanced ones that are used in like militaries, they can't make these movements. These insanely tight barrel rolls, they would be in flight, drop to the ocean surface, and then hit like 28,000 feet in a matter of seconds. I snapped my fingers there. That was not a good effect. And the thing is, like, they have no wings. They had no propulsion system, so like you couldn't track like the heat coming off the back of the ship like our planes have those giant. Yeah, we use combustion to move our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that. And a pilot who was interviewed said it was going at the speed of sound, but was not making a sonic boom. He said with how fast these ships were going, he said there was like 10 of them, or it seemed like there was 10 of them, that at the speed it was going, it would be booming nonstop, and it made no noises. Yeah. And there's loads more information and like evidence of alien life, whether officially acknowledged or not. But for sure, it's pretty wild. And I don't know about all of you guys, but I know I'll be on the edge of my seat as more official information comes out, thanks to that nifty little addendum in the bill.
What if what they release to the public is literally just all redacted pages except for a few words here and there?
Just like LOL.
Like alien is the only thing that, like, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm excited as long as it's not bad news. Like if it's like Independence Day, I'm out.
Yeah, it's 180 days from now. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Well, the thing is, they're already dropping things. I would accept Mars Attacks. I would accept that because that was a pretty funny movie. You haven't seen it. You don't watch movies. No.
After Apollo 11 on my list.
You don't watch movies. This is insane. But honestly, it seems like the reality of extraterrestrials truly existing is approaching. They're getting closer and closer to Earth, perhaps observing us from the space or sky. But the fact is that aliens might have been here for a very, very long time and may have been right under our noses, deep, deep in the ocean.
In the ocean.
In the ocean. Yeah. Here's some crazy info. This is allegedly from a member of NOAA, which is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
And this is content that we've seen from a Reddit post from the conspiracy subreddit, which I used to love maybe like 8 years ago. It's not the same subreddit anymore, but this was a gem.
This is absolutely a gem.
This is what the conspiracy subreddit is for.
I'm giddy with excitement and a little bit of fear, a little bit of puckering going on right now. I'm a little scared. I'm a little excited.
Yeah.
You may remember back in July of 2019, July 1st of 2019, there was a Russian sub that it was a nuclear sub, and it was in trouble. And I have a quote from a Russian news source. It's TASS. It is a state-run news purveyor.
So only the most accurate of information.
Of course, of course. So this comes from them. 14 submariners, sailors, died in Russian territorial waters as a result of inhaling combustion products aboard a research submersible vehicle designated for studying the seafloor and the bottom of the world ocean in the interest of the Russian Navy. Supposedly, a fire broke out on the nuclear sub, and that killed everyone on board. But this was allegedly a cover-up story that Vladimir Putin himself came up with for what really happened.
I don't think. Do you think Putin's a liar?
The Russian government would never hide anything.
I don't think they would either.
No, it's not in their wheelhouse. So here's what was allegedly really happening. The sub was apparently investigating an underwater base that is being controlled by non-human entities. I guess they got too close, and the sub was destroyed by these beings. It turns out that most world governments are aware of the presence of these people, yet they keep it undisclosed because of the ramifications to society it might have.
I could totally see this.
Oh, it freaks me out. Also, maybe even scarier, we can't do anything about them being here. We can't forcefully reveal them. They're here, they're deep down there, and we can't get close to them.
Yeah, so we've discovered maybe 10% of the ocean, and there are parts of the ocean that are so deep that I don't know that we necessarily have, as humans, the equipment to actually go investigate every little piece. So does it say like how far down these aliens are?
Deep.
Yes.
Very.
Yes.
Very.
Great.
We need James Cameron on this.
Yeah, I mean, that is some shit.
Yes. It is. It is. It's terrifying. So that it's being thrown around that we know more about the moon than about our oceans.
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like it seems like fake facts, but like that honestly seems legitimate because like every weird video that comes from like a deep sea camera or something, it's always finding weird stuff. I remember that video of the really scary like octopus looking thing.
Which one?
I don't know. It was creepy.
We've probably seen the same
If
one.
you YouTube, Google search internet thing, like deep sea octopus alien thing, you'll see what we're talking about.
Well, also, I think a lot of those videos come from like the bottom of oil rigs.
Oil rigs,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to bring up some oil rig footage stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So NOAA, NOAA, has had thousands of incidents of contact with these underwater beings, and it's fairly common knowledge in NOAA, I guess among people of like higher rank.
And this is according to that Reddit post.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Everything is from that.
Okay.
And it's all fact.
Okay. Except for the spooky video of the spooky guy with the really long legs.
The octopus guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. No,
Yeah. That's
is
real.
not from the post. No. Yeah, that's yeah. So NOAA has video footage, audio, and physical evidence of these beings residing under the ocean. And it's kept under super tight wraps by higher ranking officials and whatever government branch controls NOAA. And this is where it gets crazy.
Oh, that wasn't the crazy part.
If it isn't already crazy enough.
There's an underwater civilization of aliens who have been here probably since before us, but that's not the crazy part.
The fact of things being disclosed to us is legit. It has been carefully planned. I think it being thrown in the bill is just kind of like a saying, oh, here, this is for the people. I think this is a planned event, and yeah, I don't know. It's been planned, so that makes me even more nervous.
Of like what we're gonna hear about.
Yes, yeah. It's not like, oh, QAnon twisted my arm, and and now I have to reveal the information. Here's your money. No, it seems like members of NOAA said they don't know exactly what details will be provided to the public, but that in general it will be made known that there are other beings occupying our planet, and that they are not from another planet. They have been here long before us.
This is the part that I think would blow my mind. Can you imagine being one of those like underwater aliens, and then they start to see like the evolution of humans, and they're like, do we stop this? Do we, you know?
And some guy's like, "Nah, it'll be funny. Let's watch."
It's just a prank, bro.
So these beings have been actively keeping us away from certain parts of the ocean. And since they've been here longer than us, they have technology way beyond anything we could possibly come up with to either withstand or negate the pressures that come with being deep in the ocean. And they're also able to freely enter and exit the water in their craft without like making a splash.
So like birds, like bird technology, but
What the hell are you talking about?
what are you talking about?
Bird technology? Birds aren't real. That's just the government.
Do you think they're done replacing the batteries in the birds?
I really
bird
hope so.
droids
I'm
yet?
really tired of this. They're giving them some solar panels. No, but what they're saying is that the crafts that it seems like people are catching on their radars and whatnot. Actually, we watched a video of a ship just like zooming around and like hitting the water, but legit, the water does not react to them. This vessel.
This craft is going like 100 miles
going
an
so
hour
fast.
minimum,
So
and it
fast.
hits the water. It doesn't slow down at all. There's no splash in the water. There's no sound to the video, but then it just picks right back up outside of the water like nothing.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's almost like its speed in flight in the air and its speed moving underwater are like you can't tell the difference. Like the speed that these things can move in the water greatly exceeds anything man-made or like the fish. Fish can't move this fast either. Nothing that we know of can move this fast. Also, they're not in just one place. They're all over the place. Namely, one thing that was referenced in this post was Lake Vostok, which is the largest subglacial lake in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
It was said to house a very large base, and that the Russians have control over there. Not like they're controlling what's going on there. They're just kind of like in control of, I guess, like the above water area.
Interesting. Okay.
Like they're kind of tracking things there. What if it's just penguins?
Penguins that are like 20,000 feet under the sea.
It's like Futurama. Those little creatures. They're like super cute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're called. I forget. I'm a bad fan. It's like them.
I don't know what they're called.
It's those guys. Of course you don't.
It's on my list.
Yeah, but Russia is keeping an eye on those guys. Not that they can do anything. So these things have also been witnessed swimming in the ocean, deep in the ocean, by submarines, cameras on oil rig platforms. They have allegedly seen these things swimming at deep parts of the ocean, and they are humanoid, and they resemble what we'd think of like the gray aliens, which are the big head, really big eyes, like black or like dark eyes, no ears, small mouths. They don't know how they breathe or move underwater. I want to know how they keep their eyes open. that salty water.
Well, I'm sure they don't wear contacts, that's for sure, because my eyes, no.
Yeah, but they just seem to be just down there.
So, if they are all over, do you think that there's like different colonies of aliens that kind of resemble like human, oh, I don't
Like
know,
hybrids?
diplomacy of like,
Oh, I was
like,
totally going down a different path.
oh yeah, no. Like, do you think the aliens are ever like at war with one another? Are they past that? Is war like for babies?
I feel like war's for idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did have a war and like these are the aliens that won
Why would you want to live at the bottom of the ocean?
because no one can find you undisturbed.
Tell that to those poor 14 sailors on that submarine.
No, that's not what happened. There was just a fire on board.
They were mapping the ocean floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is all pretty scary, but kind of really, really cool at the same time. We have our own Gungans. I'm Padme.
Matt all weekend has just been talking about Gungans.
Yo, there's always a bigger fish.
So, if we've only discovered 10% of the ocean, and these aliens supposedly have technology that prevents us from getting to certain areas, do you think that's part of why we've only discovered 10% of the oceans?
Maybe it's not like just preventing us. Like, if this is all true, which, look, for all we know, it might be a shitpost.
Yeah, this is just some guy blowing smoke up our ass on Reddit, which, you know, it's an entertaining story at least.
That's exactly right.
It's the brain break I need from politics.
It's very possible that people in charge of governments just, you can't go here, no questions asked. But also, the Mariana Trench is a massive...
It's very scary.
Scary thing.
Very scary.
I don't know. There's not, like, a date officially planned out for, like, this big NOAA drop. They said just it would definitely be this year. And apparently... it's not just a USA thing. It's a worldwide disclosure. So all the world governments will be releasing information in regards to something. Maybe not extraterrestrial, but these like underwater, we'll call them friends. I hope they're friendly. Oh my gosh, I hope they're friendly. I actually hope this isn't real.
This went from being cool to
this went from me being like, oh yeah, it's like Star Wars, to like I'm actually terrified.
Yeah,
I'm actually terrified.
I mean, it would be like that episode of The Simpsons where the dolphins learn to walk on water or walk on land, and because that's how smart they are.
Yeah. So big news, I guess, somewhere on the way.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. And a lot of concerns.
I want to speak to the manager.
I need a number to call, please.
I want off this ride.
Oh.
I want off this ride.
Yeah, all those jokes about like, 2020 was just the primer for the rest of the decade. You know, I think if the first week of the year has shown us anything, I think if that's really the case, I want to crawl into a hole.
This is like that scene in Willy Wonka, like the original one.
Oh, yeah.
When they're on that little like ride and things get really scary and like trippy.
Yeah.
This is like that scene.
Yeah.
But it's a year long, and now we're beyond the 12-month mark.
Yeah.
And now it's just tired.
Yeah.
I am tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also tired. But
hey, that is, I guess, all we know right now.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
underwater friends.
Yeah, potential underwater aliens. I think the thing that blows my mind the most is that, like, they really just, if this is true, they've been here significantly longer than us.
The feeling I get from this imagery of like an above ground people and like a a deep down there world is like H.G. Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Time Machine?
Mm-hmm.
When he moves so forward into the future and there is that above ground world and then the below ground world. I'm getting a lot of the like H.G. Wells from this, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit well for me. Sci-fi is cool until it's real, I guess.
Yeah, sci-fi is some scary shit sometimes.
However, if things became like BSG,
yeah,
I'm sure I'd be one of the people who died.
Yeah.
on the planet
in the
when it got
initial
nuked.
attack.
Yeah, I would never survive. I'm not a main character.
Yeah,
I'm NPC as hell.
Ooh, would I rather pick Cylons or aliens?
I know what Gaius Baltar would pick.
Yeah. I'm not Gaius Baltar.
I could be. No, he's way too cute.
So.
He's way too cute.
Well, does that wrap it up for today then?
Yeah, it's gonna wrap it up.
Alrighty, well, I think that is about it for us this week.
Yeah, filter your water. You don't know who's swimming in it.
Oh, God. All right, well, we got that good Lake Michigan water, so.
Nothing lives down there.
Yeah, no. We got a couple of shipwrecks, and that's about it.
There's some fish in there.
And a couple fish. Asian carp, maybe.
Some Chicago carp.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, thanks so much for joining us this week. We hope you enjoyed hearing about some potential underwater friends. Let us know what you think. We want to know if you think that there's some underwater aliens or what you think might be revealed in those documents at some point this year.
That could be an episode. We know we had like
predictions.
Hot takes of the year. We should do a hot takes on what's going to get dropped.
All right. Yeah. No, we should definitely do that.
All right. That's coming up.
Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And
thanks.
We'll see you next week.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye, Mom.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.